Yeah, it is. It's a magic number. 3. It's a magic number. Yeah, it is. It's a magic number.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Mr. Matthew Cohen, Mr. Richard Spade Jr., and Mr. Rob Benedict.
Yeah, 3. It's a magic number. Yeah, it is. It's a magic number. 3. It's a magic number. Yeah, it is. It's a magic number.
Oh, feels good to be back on the chair, fellas.
Back in the chair.
Chair. I got a little dizzy.
Maybe next time, maybe not so close to the front of the stage.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna just lose it.
Woo! Hi, everybody. I feel good about that.
Hi, everybody.
How about
Hi, guys.
round of
Band,
applause
thank
for
you,
the band,
band.
guys?
Thanks, Loud and Swain.
Round of applause for band. They're not the band, they're not a band, they're just band.
Matt, how are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Robbie?
Good. Really good.
You feeling excited?
Feeling great. Feel excited now. Now that
I
you gave
feel,
me
like
that.
I feel like I look good.
You look great.
I feel like I look really good in this shirt.
You look good in the shirt.
Thank
It's
you.
a fun shirt. It also oddly kind of matches your outfit at karaoke last night.
It does. Like stick with the stripes theme.
Yeah.
Circus all the time.
The selling peanuts kind of.
Anytime, all the time. Circus and nuts.
Speaking of nuts, Rich, how are you?
Pretty good, buddy. Nice segue.
Thank you. I learned from the best.
Matt, it's nice to see you in pants and not wearing an inflatable elephant.
Well, to each their own, Rich. To each their own.
You know who else is glad? The elephant.
Yeah. Well,
Needed a breather.
I'm feeling a bit lonely today.
I
so-
know that you all have had plenty of Rob and Rich, so really, Rob and I are just here to facilitate your Matt Cohen experience. That's all we're here for. We are the crusty old doormen to Hotel Matt.
That's right.
It's true.
Here to open the door and handle your baggage, if you know what I mean. Like your suitcase and purse. I don't know why you don't make it weird.
Raise your hand if you are too young and that joke was inappropriate. Oh, stop being nice.
Ditto. Robbie,
Let's take some questions.
should we dive in?
Let's do it. Milady?
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
I actually really just wanted to ask a question to be this close to you guys, so this is really awesome. Thank you.
Awesome.
But my question is, Robin, Richard, did you guys by any chance know that your characters were going to progress at the beginning, like Chuck to God and the trickster to Gabriel?
Mine's a quick answer, no. I definitely did not. I don't think they did.
No.
I think when they designed the trickster, it was a one-off, and they decided to do something else for the character. So I think the writer's room kind of discovered that over time as well. So no, I did not know that.
Chuck was, the whole bit was that he was finding out he was a prophet. But no, I didn't know the God thing until the end of season 5 is when I knew. And Matt, did you know that you were going to be Michael?
No idea.
Yeah. So
I'm going to switch up a little bit. Matt, did you know that he would be God?
I sure did.
Did you know that he would be Michael?
I didn't. I was surprised by that.
Yeah.
Did you know that I was going to end up being Gabriel?
I did.
Did you know
You know why?
They told me not to tell
Because
you.
you're God.
that you were going to be the trickster?
You know what also I wondered? I wonder if at one point Carver knew that Kripke would leave and Carver would become showrunner. Because Carver wrote the episode, because even behind the scenes, the machine moved around and people became things they didn't know they'd become. Like Andrew Dabb, just a guy writing scripts in Utah.
Right.
Poof, he's showrunner. Like, I wonder if he knew.
Right.
I wonder if he knew that his name is a dance move, Andrew Dabb.
Do you know who knew?
Don't be ashamed of your dab. Look up. Own it, Robbie. Own it.
Look up when you dab? No one told me you look up when you dab.
No,
You're supposed to represent, like, you're just like, don't even need to look. Like,
No, I don't need
I
to
just
look.
did something so cool, I'm not even going to look. Plow!
You're not looking?
no, man.
This
I'm
hurt-
not. I mean, I'm not lowering my head, but my eyes are drifting.
My arm is falling asleep.
It can also be, like, a good way to protect your sneeze and shoo people off. Like,
True.
I'm going to...
It's a good football move, too.
Yeah. So many uses. I hope that
Anyway, I
answers
hope that
your
answers your question.
Thank you, it did. You guys are amazing.
Thank you. As
So
are
are
you.
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 Hello, gentlemen.
Hi,
Hello.
gentle lady.
Hi.
I know you can't tell us, Rich, but would you want Gabriel to be in the Scooby-Doo episode?
No, I don't want him to ever come back on the show. Why would I ever want to be back on the show that I'm inexorably linked to for the rest of my life? Yes. That was my sarcastic way of saying yes. I would love. Look, I think it's awesome they're doing that episode. I think it's.
Tell me about that. I don't know about this.
You don't know about it? It was announced at the Upfronts. They're doing an animated episode of Supernatural.
No way.
In which the characters of Supernatural do mixed with the characters of Scooby-Doo.
No way.
Yeah.
And so the guys are going to do the voiceover of their animated characters.
Mm-hmm.
And who's Scooby-Doo? Who plays Scooby-Doo?
Whoever plays Scooby-Doo.
So Scooby-Doo.
Raw, Raggy.
Yeah. Okay. So
Not
you're,
me,
you're
not me.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. Ray Scoob, bro. No,
That's awesome.
it's not. Yeah, so it would be, anything that Supernatural does, it's cool to be involved in. So any storyline, but that one's gonna be pretty epic. I mean,
That'd be awesome.
it's gonna be great.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
That is something else. Not a lot of shows can boast that they've had Scooby and Shaggy and Fred and Wilma and Daphne.
That's amazing.
God, that Daphne.
Oh, I see. So they're all playing the.
That Daphne's easy on the eyes. You know what I mean,
Yeah,
Robbie?
she is. No, Daphne's super hot.
And the Little Mermaid, she's cute.
She's hot.
You ever see Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
You like the
That
animated
Jessica
redheads.
Rabbit. she's
Don't you
something else.
dare.
She's cute.
You be gentle with her. She's
I'm
mine.
just saying, dude. I mean, hey, I'm a married man. I'm just saying, she's animated.
It's my
She's
girl.
cute.
Okay. So.
Up where they walk, up where they run,
Okay.
up where they stay all day in the sun.
Okay. Yeah, I get it.
Something, something,
Something,
something,
yeah.
something, something,
Something,
something. Part of your world.
World.
Thank you.
So, quick question. So it's gonna be Scooby-Doo
Scooby-Doo.
and Daphne, all the gang, as themselves,
You had to drop the D, yeah.
and
Daphne.
then
as
Sam
themselves.
and Dean.
Well, they're animated characters, so I mean, they're
I got confused. I thought it was gonna be like a. So like Sam and Dean were actually supposed to like playing like maybe Sam is Shaggy. You know what I mean?
Hey, Scoob.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
What are we doing? What are we?
And Dean is what is his
Solve
name?
something? Drive
What's
the
the
van?
dude with the blonde hair? Brad. What's his name?
Brad. Brad.
And maybe Dean is Brad. So
Good gravy.
Damn it,
What's the matter with you?
Scooby, get over here. Yeah, there you go, Brad.
Man, oh man.
Good old Brad.
Brad,
Hey, what's Scooby Doo with that old Brad, huh? He's Fred's younger
the
brother.
lesser known
Yeah.
Scooby Gang. Hey, everybody.
Fred, why can't I come along?
Shut up, Brad.
Aw.
Brad and his schnauzer. We solve crimes. The hell you do. Get out of the van. Damn it.
Did we answer your question? Good.
I think yes. Thank you. That Daphne, I tell you. It's not just me, Robbie. Other people also think Daphne.
Me too. I love her. I already
mean,
said I love her.
Daphne's, you know.
But I said I loved her. I mean, case closed.
Yeah.
We're moving on.
All right. Like that Olaf, too.
I know, okay. I
Olaf's
know
a
you like the
snowman,
Olaf.
but he's just funny as all get out. You know what's funny about Olaf? The little round feet. It's real cute, that little rascal. He does that bit with the carrot, with the nose. That's just good comedy right there. Olaf's got perfect timing.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to answer another question.
I think Hey Hey the Chicken's really cute. From
Boom! Woo! Hey, hey, the chicken, the cross-eyed chicken from Moana.
Oh yeah, hey the chicken. Yeah, awesome. Hey.
They're
That's
my
the-
people.
Hey the chicken.
Are my people.
Your people were a little late showing up because that joke dropped and about 2 people clapped. I didn't know what was going on.
Shut up, Rich.
There are other cartoon movies, Rich, besides the 3 that you've seen.
We
Did
like
you
this-
know this, guys? A little trivia for you. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but
You
that
know,
is a bigger mistake.
like 2
Just
movies.
look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things around you. What more is you looking for? Under the sea, under the sea. Blah, 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 blah. Take it from me. Up in the sun, they work all day. After the sun, they slave away. Something, something. Under the sea. Does that answer your question?
No, my question was,
Oh.
what's your opinion on pineapple on pizza?
Pineapple on pizza, Rich.
Boy, this is a subject of much debate. Much debate. Because my heart tells me it's not the right thing to do. But in a world, but I feel like if I say I don't like pineapple on pizza, then Trump has won. And I can't do that. Even if somewhere genetically I was raised by parents who taught me that pizza and pineapple don't go well together, I'm old enough and wise enough and have met enough cultures and enough people from enough worlds to know that I might not think it's the best thing ever. But who am I to judge what somebody wants on their pizza? If you want pineapple on your pizza, doesn't mean I have to take a bite. Eat your face off. Have yourself some pineapple on your pizza. So I say, God damn it, in America, you can put pineapple on your pizza. And there's not a president of the United States who's going to tell me that I can't. And Robbie, I'm sorry, we disagree.
Actually, no, I'm ready to come out about this. I really enjoy pineapple on my pizza.
See? I'm telling you, a year ago, Robbie would have kept that secret to himself.
I've been keeping it secret for years.
Afraid that he'd be mocked openly by everyone, namely me, but not anymore.
I like it both ways.
Whoa.
Pineapple and not pineapple. There, I said it.
Well, let your freak pineapple fly, brother.
I do.
Matthew?
Spate Benedict, the Pineapple Pizza Campaign 2020.
That's right.
Be at the voting booth.
Damn right.
I just like pizza, so whatever the hell's on it, it's good by me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So it's the only campaign where the presidential nominee is actually throwing their vice presidential nominee under the bus. And that's why I feel, and he doesn't. I'm not running against you, Rich. I'm on your team. Doesn't matter. Get your act together. Rich.
You the times, Robbie. Oh, shit. You.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I have a question for Rob.
Yep, he's right there.
So, spoiler alert, as we all know, in the season 12 finale, Castiel was killed.
Not good. I know, you haven't watched it. He TiVoed it.
So,
He's the only guy left that has a TiVo.
I was wondering if you think that God would return to save him like he did in the season 5 finale, or do you think he's out of the game completely and won't return?
Well, I can tell you this.
She wants to know if she likes you still or hates you.
I can tell you this. Me, Rob Benedict, I know nothing other than I know what happened.
Okay.
So I mean, did she say I have a question for Rich?
I'm just... He gets like that. It's okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't want you to see that side of me.
That's real Rob.
He says
He's the Ike Turner to my Tina.
He pushes me. He pushes my buttons all day. That was inappropriate. Okay, ma'am, here's the answer. The answer is this. Yes, he's got to come back. He's not gone for good. He's God. He's not gone forever. And right now things are real effed up. All of a sudden they had a killing spree. It just killed everybody off the show. Yeah. So I think now is as good a time as ever to come back and right the wrongs.
Yeah.
And I think you should bring your 2 sons with you to
We're
right the
bring my
wrongs.
2 sons.
You got
Maybe not this one.
I don't know. You've got a pretty tight schedule. I remember
don't
in
know.
your season finale when it was suggested you bring back Gabriel. You're like, I'd love to, but I have a thing.
Yeah, you keep up this, and I might still have a thing. No, I would love to bring. I have no power in the actual writing of the show, but yeah, if I did, yes, I'd come back and I'd bring these guys, and we'd just fix everything.
Yeah.
Fix it.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, wow, I am shaking up here.
Great.
Richard, you directed Just My Imagination, but if all of you had an imaginary friend, what would they look like?
Ooh.
There you go.
Imaginary
That's a good question.
Robbie?
I can tell you I had an imaginary friend.
Yeah.
I had a bunch when I was a kid. And they were all things that you'd find in a dumpster. My imaginary friends lived in the dumpster behind JCPenney's. And so I had a French fry wrapper. Ever tell you this? And then I had a couple of soda pop cans, and they were twins. And their name, I mean, it was all my imagination, but their names were JD8 and 8JD.
What flavor soda cans?
I don't remember. I don't know. I just remember they were twin cans, JD8 and 8JD, and a French fry wrapper. That's about all I remember. And lived in the dumpster behind the JCPenney's.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a true story.
I didn't have an imaginary friend, but I had an imaginary life that I lived. Whenever my mother would make my bed, she'd make the sheets really tight. So I used to love to climb into bed and put my body under the sheets, my arms on top of the sheets, and I would pretend I was a ballpoint pen in a businessman's pocket.
What did you do?
I'd have conversations with the tape dispenser and the stapler, and I would just be carried around. We're moving. That was my imaginary experience. I did it all the time. I always had.
I imagine Mrs. Spade at dinner parties like, we're not sure about Richard. He's just not normal.
My sister had a stuffed kitten that she had two stuffed animals that were core pieces of play for the Spate children, for my two sisters and myself. One was a cat named Pierre Douaire, because he pees in the air and doos in the air. And the other, and this is inexplicable, and it goes down in sort of the Spate family lore. I don't understand how this got through my very conservative Southern parents. But she had a little stuffed mouse or muskrat or something when we were all very small, and the animal's name was Bill Dickhead Bergeson. And everybody called it Bill Dickhead Bergeson. Honey, put Bill Dickhead Bergeson back in your room, please, with Pierre Douaire. Sorry, Mom. I don't know how it got through.
Wow.
I'm not sure how it got through the very, very, you know my folks, very conservative.
Very conservative. And
yeah. I don't know.
Wow.
Meanwhile, I was having conservative role play as a ballpoint pen.
Yes,
I was
exactly.
bouncing the books.
Yeah. You were going to law school.
Yes, I was.
Matt?
We'll just go with that then.
All right.
No,
question.
come on.
Okay.
We did.
I didn't have like an imaginary friend. I had
But
an
if you-
imaginary enemy. That's what I had.
All right.
Okay. I was living with my grandparents for a couple of years when I was young, and I would sleep in my grandma's bed. I would take a nap in there, and when I was like 3 or 4, and there was a window that was like, they lived in a condo. It had high ceilings, so the window started at like 8 feet and went to 9 feet. It was like a long, skinny window. And I would lay in bed, and my grandma would kiss me, and then I would look out that window, and who would pop up but the Hamburger King, the Burger King?
Burger King, yeah.
But he didn't look as like friendly as the Burger King. Like his face was elongated, and his crown was like stuck out really pointy and big. And he would like look at me in the window, and I would know that he was coming to get me, so I would sleep under the covers. And
That explains why you're a vegetarian.
yeah, so
Hey, great horror movie. Him
there
as
it is.
the evil character.
The evil hamburger man, King Burger King.
Burger
That's his
King.
name, right?
There's the Hamburglar.
Matthew, the chain is called Burger King. Okay, it's
Yeah.
Burger King.
Take it easy.
No
there.
wonder he was pissed.
I mean, I get it. I was upset. I was upset. It was this big upset youth I lived through. And now I'm
Well,
this.
you made it. You're here
And now
now.
I'm this.
You're
So,
here.
You're welcome.
That's all that matters. Thank you for your question. Well done. You.
Hi, babes. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Super good, babe. So dabalicious right now. Yeah.
I actually was about to compliment each of you on your fine dabbing form, so.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
That's not true. I don't believe that.
But my question is for all three of you. And my question is, besides working together on Kings of Con and riffing excellent comedy together during these conventions, how does that compare to when you guys perform music together at a Saturday Night Special, especially like the vibe and kind of getting into that mode?
You know, I feel like what we did in Kings of Con and what we do here on stage is very a level playing field where we bring our collective talents together to make a scene work. If it's Kings of Con, Robbie and I bring our ideas, and Matt helps develop the character, and we all work together. When we do here, it's just us riffing. I think we're playing music. That's really the band's thing. I don't really consider myself to be and I'm not. I always say that I get up and play bass so that Mike can play piano. It's really like a great experience to see that band do what that band does really well, which is play fabulous music. So I don't get on stage and riff, that's not part of the thing that I do. I'm there to facilitate what they do. So it's a different experience for me, and I think it's a different role that I play.
Well, I think, you sell yourself short, because Rich is a bass player, and he's been playing in bands his whole life. So, we're honored to have him play. And but I would say when both of these guys come out and join us for the show, I think we're having fun, but we take it very seriously. Like, we've all got a job to do. I think everybody who joins us on stage is like, okay, I got a job to do, and I'm going to, do it. And we have fun, but it definitely, we take it so seriously. We rehearse in the green room a lot, and we take it seriously. And, it isn't something that but first and foremost, we're actors, and so performing like this or riffing off each other comes kind of easy. But when it comes to music, you have to play by the music's rules. You can't just go off and just start playing some jazz riff. You got to play the song. So I think that's the main difference. But Rich is funny because he's always like, well, I'm not a musician. I was in this band, 1976, called the Cuckoo Lalas. We killed it. And I remember Eric Clapton said to me,
he made all that up.
Rich, you can play bass. He said that. But I don't really play. I'm not really a bass player. You've been in so many bands. I was in a band one time. You keep coming up with new names of bands. Name the name of 2 of your bands.
I was in a band called Inspector 12.
Okay.
I was in a band called the Distortion Hogs.
There you go.
Perfect Gentleman was an ensemble I played with for a while.
But he's not a bass player. He doesn't really.
I know. Robbie always every time I name a band I was in, you think I'm making it up, too.
Totally.
Just pulling out names. Yeah. I've played in bands my whole life, but I'm not a songwriter. I'm a facilitator. I'm the rhythm section, man. I'm just a caveman, Robbie. That's all I do. Matthew, band experience?
I think my thing with the band is not having any background in music or ever trying to be a musician, literally, until meeting Rob and then thinking, God, I want to be a rock star. A little late in life. I think for me, being up on stage is, I may never have this opportunity again, to sing with a rock and roll band on a stage in front of people. So it's just the most fortunate event, even though I hate it because I'm terrified and I'm scared shitless every time. But, I'm up there going, God, I hope I don't let these guys down. This is so hard for me. Music is real hard for me to understand, just the way they can just do it. They can improv music. I just watched Borja and Billy and Rob sit together for 10 seconds and just start writing a song, right before we came on stage. They were just boop, doop, doop, doop. And I'm like, wow, it's an awesome track. What is it? We're just writing it right now. We're just making it up. It's just that's an amazing thing. So I just feel lucky. I don't know. I feel lucky, and I may never get this opportunity again to play with a rock and roll band. So.
I echo the lucky thing because we're joking that I've played in a lot of bands, which is true, but I haven't played in bands in years because that's not what I do for a living. And so when this Saturday night thing started happening, and they sort of said, Rich, do you want to, so Mike can play piano? I was like, do I? But then I was also petrified because I hadn't played in so many years. I was back at home going, shit, do I remember? But it's like I'm a kid in a candy store because it's awesome to get to do something I used to do many years ago and now get to do it with a band that was better than the bands I was doing it with back when I was doing it. So it's really awesome. I feel lucky to be a part of it, too. So thanks, Rob.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Robbie.
And thank you guys. Look forward to seeing you guys tonight.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Ebony.
Hi. Okay, so I want to ask Richard on Gabriel. So, you know how, so there's the whole classic rock theme that everyone in Supernatural kind of listens to. But I want to know what type of music Gabriel would listen to. Because he's been on Earth for a while. What kind of music would he, sit back with or kind of listen to when he's little, I don't know.
Baroque orchestral music. Or house music. Or country. Or country remixed with a house groove.
Right. Oh. So I feel like porn music is good for Gabriel. Chicka waka, chicka waka.
Yeah. Although he didn't like to bring his work home. You
Oh,
know, I feel
see.
like, you know,
I
that's,
see. Right.
that's his day job.
Yeah, this is a Sunday. You're
This is me time.
kicking back.
Yeah.
Gabriel time.
Yeah, it's Gabriel time. He has a very extensive playlist on his, you know, celestial iPod. What music do you think he would listen to?
I honestly don't know. But like I got the idea of it because I saw like this fan art picture of him and he was like wearing like the Misfits shirt. It's like a '90s punk band, and I was like, that's kind of cool, interesting. But what music would he listen to?
Yeah.
I really
There's
don't
another
know.
drawing with him wearing a Baroque orchestral shirt, but it doesn't get a lot of airplay.
Not popular with the kids on Redbubble.
I like it with the Misfits. That's good.
Yeah. This is not an indictment of your question, which is fabulous and insightful. But I always enjoy when we get questions that are pretty, you know, kind of out there, like, what's Gabriel's favorite pastry? And they're like, I don't know, bear claw. What do you think it is? I don't know. Why are you asking me? No idea. I'm like, wait a minute. You thought of the question. You didn't occur to you that maybe he likes an eclair? I don't know. Thank you for the question, though.
Yeah.
And now you made me thinking. I got to think of something.
What?
I said, now I got to think about it. I got to think about what Gabriel's playlist really would be.
I know,
Because I
it's
feel like
like-
I'm naming my own playlist. I'm kind of lying and just...
You always love.
I love
the
Baroque music.
I think Rich. I think Baroque. There's a new Baroque album I got to get for you. Through the roof, through the Baroque
I mean,
roof.
does he like classical music or something? Like
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's the question that you asked a second ago. I don't know.
Does he play an instrument in his like free time or something?
I don't know, man. This is...
Baroque
I
flute.
can see we're going to go down the rabbit hole
What would
here.
be the right answer
Yeah,
for
yes.
him to say right now?
Yes.
What would make you go, damn it, that's awesome. bye."
Sitar.
Katy Perry.
There we go.
Katy Perry.
Well done.
There it is.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You.
Hi. My question is for Matt.
Yeah, woo, pumped.
Matt, you share a lot of quotes on Instagram
Sure do.
with the hashtag you.
Yep.
I love them. I read them every morning. It kind of makes my day a whole lot better.
Well, I'm very happy about that. That is the point.
So I was wondering if there's a favorite quote you've shared or if you just have one in your head that you...
Oh, man. Do I have one in my head? No. But there's so many quotes. So many quotes out there in the world. I don't have a favorite one. Honestly, every day I like a different one. There was one that I posted the other day that something about you. I'm gonna totally butcher this. Nope, don't remember. It's gone. It's something about it's either start now or something.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. I don't know. Every day I literally have probably 50,000 quotes floating around my mind from posting so many of those pictures. So I don't have a favorite. Every day I try to find one that I've never heard before. That's my goal. Something uplifting that I haven't heard before. So I don't know. There was one the other day and it's killing me that I can't remember it, but it's something about starting now or starting tomorrow or your own worst enemy starts yesterday. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
And I quote.
Yeah.
You posted one, a station break.
That was one of my
lyric.
favorites. And this is strange. I'll talk about this for a second. Can you say it how it's sung? There's a quote from a Station Break song called, I have it on my phone.
Yeah.
The
Autumn
last-
Back. Autumn
Oh,
Back.
Autumn Back. And at the end of the song, it's towards the end of the song,
quote
and the
is-
quote goes like this.
When you build a fire, enjoy the wood. It's the only thing that we got. It's the wood.
Yeah. And so I want to tell you what that means to me, and then I want to see if it's even relevant or in the
Yeah.
ballpark what it meant to you. So when I heard that quote, it made so much sense because I always go camping and I always go hiking and I always build a fire, right? And so like that's exactly what he's saying. Like you take this wood and you build a fire and you burn that wood till it's ashes, and then the fire goes away, right? So you never really have that fire. That fire is simply a moment in your life, like everything else, like this moment right here. So to translate what he said to this is like, we don't really have this. We have this moment, but we are the wood that we take from this moment. You know what I'm saying? Do you get it? Like, all that we really have is each other. We don't have this big show. None of it's real. What's real is like me looking at you and going, can I help you? I love you. Do you need a hug? That's what's real. That's kind of what it meant to me.
Awesome. I mean, That's what I love about like writing lyrics or poetry like that. Is like, there's no wrong answer. Like that's great. I mean, I wrote it about a friend of mine who died, and at the end of the song, I say, you know, I don't mean to be a downer. The message is good. If you build a fire, enjoy the wood. It's the only thing we got. It's the wood. To me, it was like life, right? The wood's going to burn out and could be ashes at some day. So let's enjoy the wood. Let's, you know what I mean? The wood that makes our fire. Just enjoy this moment, because moments are fleeting. So enjoy the moment.
It's a good lyric. You got to hear him sing it, because it like struck me when we were overseas. I was listening to it in the gym one day, and I was like, wow. Like it was just a good one of those beats that grabs you and you can't let go. And I couldn't remember what the name of the song was. And I was like, Robbie, you got this song. There's something about some wood in it, and I need to know what Loud and Swain. I just listened to the last 3 Swain records on repeat, and I can't hear the lyric anywhere. Like, am I missing it? And
the Station Breaks.
Station Breaks.
Yeah.
Song. Cool. But anyways, yeah, that's a great quote. And I don't know what it means to you, but it's freaking awesome to me.
My favorite one is you didn't come this far to only come this far. That one really keeps
That's awesome. You didn't come this far to only come this far.
Yeah, that's a great one. And that's like a daily thing, right? Like no matter what you achieve in life, like just keep kicking ass and rocking and rolling and see what the next journey is, the next step.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for your question.
Before we take the next question, this whole thing about quotes made me think. Rob sent me a quote this morning. Or you sent me that article that was super interesting. And it had a quote in it that he earmarked, and I immediately grabbed onto. So I thought I'm going to read it to you. It's a real quote. This is a commencement address that the CEO of Apple was delivering recently, last couple of days, Tim Cook. And he says this, and I think it applies to this fandom appropriately. It says, and he was referring to the internet and how one should use it, don't listen to the trolls, and for God's sakes, don't become one. Measure your impact on humanity, not in likes, but in the lives you touch. Not in popularity, but in the people you serve. Wise words.
You know what was even better? You know what was even better about that quote? You're such a director that you gave a slow push as you delivered, landing on your final mark, the close-up. You went from the cowboy to the close-up on the last line. I mean, you nailed that, Rich. You nailed it.
Thank you, Matthew.
That's a good quote.
You.
My question's not really a question, but last night you guys asked what dabbing meant, and so I did some research and figured it out. So this website, I don't know what website it is, but anyways, it says it may seem like an innocent dance move, but it actually has a darker meaning behind it. The expression is also a term for smoking butane hash oil and extracting 90% of the THC. Some have said the dance move is supposed to represent sneezing. Sometimes that often happens to people when they've taken a lot of cannabis.
Wait a minute. And the last part was that happens to people when they take a lot of cannabis. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
People
That's
sneeze.
not true.
Some people sneeze.
How would you know that?
Not true.
Okay.
I'll tell you what happens when people take a lot of cannabis. They go, I never have seen anybody go, hoo-hoo, I am stoned. Ever. But I'm open.
That's interesting, though. I'm glad you did the research, and it's kind of disturbing just that, like my 10-year-old dabs. Like, that's just like a thing that the kids are like, hey, Daddy.
Pretty sure he's not huffing butane, though. I'm pretty sure that's not the thing. He's like, whoa, Dad, yeah!
But I think
Achoo!
Or he's like, oh, I'm stoned.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's doing
that's
that.
not-
No, there was the sneeze one, too, right? I kind of had that one right. You know, you're like, ah! Okay, it's gone. It's gone.
But I think most importantly, we shouldn't do drugs. And even more importantly, we shouldn't stick drugs up our beeholes.
That's right. You're a smart woman. And
So
I
true.
agree with that. Richard, listen to this woman. She's got some strong
Robbie,
beliefs.
I'm going to tell you now, this isn't a Phoenix convention. It's an intervention, buddy. We're all here for you. Robbie, open your heart, open your beehole, Give up the drugs.
Wait, what is this?
Give up the pills.
It's time
What is this, Matthew?
Robbie.
What is
say
this?
goodbye.
I'm leaving.
Go of your
Don't fight it, Rob. Don't fight it.
Okay, Matt, take it out.
Wait, what was that part?
Oh, Richard
Oh,
was...
right. Matt wasn't here yesterday. He's like,
Sorry. I'm sorry. That was shocking. That was a shocking mime. Let me explain myself.
I felt a little uncomfortable a second ago.
And you should. Richard decided Friday morning in his opening monologue to tell the audience that I had a balloon of drugs up my ass.
Oh, sounds like something Rich would say.
You what? Explain yourself, sir.
I thought it would be interesting if they knew what went on backstage.
And so that's why I take it out.
Gotcha. And you wanted...
You to take it out because it was an intervention. Now I'm sweaty. I feel
wanna-
like I've gotten myself... Once again, you did it again, Rich. You did it again. You know, another interesting story on this point, and thank you, ma'am, for that. Richard this morning was like, I got a funny bit. You're going to do the shaker thing again. And here's what you're going to do. You got a John McCain bit. And this is what you're going to do. You can do John McCain, then you salute. And then I say John McCain at the hearing last week, and then just do something wacky, crazy, catching butterflies. I said, okay, funny. So I do John McCain. I hear people sort of applauding. I thought, okay, great. And then we did the other one, and I didn't feel necessarily got the laughs that maybe Rich was saying it was going to get. And we went backstage, and he was like, buddy, you shouldn't have made fun of the senator. I don't think that was it. It was all his idea. He's like, yeah, man, that's
Sacred ground, I said.
That's Arizona's
Favorite son.
Favorite son. Shame on you. He's like, I said, buddy, I don't feel like they got it. Well, you shouldn't have made fun of the senator then. I don't know what to tell you. It's all him. He writes this, and I look like a jerk off.
Robbie, I'll be honest. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe it's not what happened. You have so many drugs in your beehole right now, you don't know what day it is. You right there.
Hello.
Hey.
So my question is about the artifacts of the archangels. So
Okay.
we have the
Oh boy.
Yeah.
We're going to know this one.
You got this, Rich?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, boy.
Have at it.
So we have the Lance of Michael,
Sure.
and we have the spell that corresponds with the Horn of Gabriel. I was wondering if there might be the possibility of a physical manifestation of the horn, and what would you think what Raphael's artifact would be?
So funny, Robbie was just talking about this backstage. Robbie?
Raphael's artifact is actually a Kiss album.
Yep.
That he keeps. It's a golden Kiss album. He's a big Kiss fan. A lot of people don't know that. And the horn, the manifestation of the horn is interesting. It's actually a horn. It's a horn. It's a manifestation of the horn. It's a horn, right? Am I right, guys?
It's a hat on a hat, though.
It's a hat on a hat. It's a hat on a hat. So it's a horn. That's my answer, and I don't know if it's correct. But the Kiss album is correct.
I like it. I'm going to go with Kiss album.
Yeah.
Good question. We've obviously put a lot of thought into it. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Yo.
Sorry.
Okay. Hi. Rob, you're awesome.
Thank you.
Matt, I also did some research on dabbing last night. You said you wanted an essay, and I delivered.
Oh, great.
If you
Come up
want
here.
it.
Come up here. Come up here. I'm going to read it.
You guys are amazing.
Let's see it. You wrote an essay on it. You actually wrote an essay. Here we go. Come up. Have a seat.
This. I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you from Cass Ronquillo, The Art of Dabbing. What is a dab? A dab is a dance move in which a dancer or playful friend lowers their head to be a bent arm in a motion similar to sneezing. I was right about that. Into one's elbow while shooting their other arm straight out in a parallel direction. The dab can be used as a playful gesture, following doing something well or interesting. History of the dab. Though it is unsure who originally created the dab, it is known to have originated in the Atlanta hip-hop scene. The dab was originally used by dancers to signal a drop in the beat. It did not become famous until 2015. One more paragraph. Hang in there. Modern dabbing. Dabbing became famous around the United States and other countries following an 8-second victory dab by a football player called Cam Newton during a game on November 15, 2015. Today, the dab is used as both a joke and a signal by dancers. Many celebrities have been caught dabbing, including Hillary Clinton. Oh, snap. What is that next one? the president of Kenya, and Matthew Cohen. What? Sources, definitely not Wikipedia.
Well done.
Well done.
Good
That
job.
is A plus.
You get an A. A plus.
Good job.
Good work.
All right, you.
And now you know.
Thank you. Right here, you can quit practicing. It's your
Thank
time.
you so much. That was
No
awesome.
more rehearsal. You got it.
What do you do when you're working on a scene and you have trouble acting it out, whether it's too emotional or too funny?
What do you do when you're acting a scene and it's you're having trouble because it's either too emotional or too funny?
I tend to like pee a little bit. You?
The great thing is I could totally tell Robbie was going for the serious answer and you cut him off
No,
with the pee
no,
in
I was
the
actually
pants
seeing,
bit.
I've in Kings of Con, I did quite a few funny scenes with Matt. Now I'm just realizing he's been urinating all over himself for that entire time. Well, I laugh. I laugh, and then we have to cut and start again. I mean, sometimes it's just too funny, and you just laugh. I think Rich does too. Sometimes it's just
Yeah, I think things sometimes seem funnier in the execution than they are when you're doing it. Like the finished product can be a funny scene. A lot of times it's not necessarily as funny when you're doing it because you're trying to get the beats right and hit the moment. So I'm trying to think if we ever had any like true breakdown moments.
When we play the scene and keep it rolling, in the scene where Matt is telling you to work out in Kings of Con, I'm talking about, and he comes up to you and he's like, "Are you ready to do this?" He gets really close to your face, and in one of the takes, I got here, and so all of our three noses were right together, and then we cut and we all broke out laughing.
But we survived the moment on
Survived
camera.
the moment, yeah. It is the trickiest is when it's a serious scene, like say Supernatural, and someone like Jared is farting or playing footsie with you under the table. That's tough. And you're just trying to say life and death things, and and he's making faces off camera. Like that's always tough.
Hold on. We're not quite done, sir. Just have a seat, please. Okay, thank you for your question.
Am I early?
No, you're good.
Okay.
You.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
Hush.
Just.
Okay, so Matt and Rich, I was wondering what a question is that
This
you
one's
never
not for you,
want to
buddy.
be asked.
You stand down.
I'm Rich.
Stand down.
My name's Rich.
Shit.
Go ahead.
That's Rob.
With your question.
Whatever.
Okay, thanks. I was wondering what a question is that you've
Stand
never
down.
wanted to be asked at con before.
That
and if
we've
you're
never been asked?
That you've never wanted to be asked.
Okay, this is perfect. Misha, I want you to answer this question for us. What's a question that we have never wanted to be asked at a con before?
And if
Never.
And if it's okay, what the answer is.
And what the answer
Okay.
was to the question we never wanted to get.
Okay, so the question is, what is the first time that you distinctly remember having an erotic fantasy about Misha?
Okay.
And
right.
The answer is
right now. Matthew?
I love that you just got me and Richard mixed up. The people in the audience are like, "Oh wow, he really doesn't know them."
To him, they really are just the help. We're all good friends, everybody.
Really, see?
we
Don't pull away, you're pulling
really
away.
spend a lot of time together, and we love each other a lot. We don't necessarily know each other's names or anything, but
Not really.
it's.
But that
we're,
just, I
we're
feel like
we're like this. Like
I feel like
We're on the same
names
hand,
just
I
get in
guess.
the way, you know what I mean? And knowing each other personally is just, it's a roadblock
that's like
to bonding.
yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's too much.
So this is the awkward segue dovetail part of the program where I say two things. I say thank you on behalf of Matthew, Rob, myself, thank you. And then I say, good people of Phoenix, Arizona, Misha Collins.
He's my